Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us for another Power Hour stream. I'm Mercy, your Dungeon Master at HereThereBeMonsters, and we're here to get some work done. Last weekend we had session 9 of our Kingdom of Rin campaign, and today we need to do a little bit of cleanup in my DM notes, assign experience, got a couple little things like that done, and then we will move on to doing a little bit of session 10 prep. And then I'm hoping to spend at least the last 15 minutes or so of the stream, hopefully more, working on the model we started a few weeks ago of the stables in our Tailspire map of the town of Capstone. So thank you so much for being here. Even if you're not a Dungeon Master or Game Master, you are welcome to join us. Set your clock. We will do 30 minutes of work, take a 5-minute break, and do 30 minutes of work, and then get out of here. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a good day. Let's get going. What do I have first? I'm thinking, also quick apologies for being late. A close friend of mine is going through a, say, forceful job reassignment, non-consensual forceful job reassignment. And I wanted to spend some time empathizing and being present with them. And then they were ready to have some advice. So providing a little bit of advice and just kind of being with them. So thank you for understanding on the late start. We super appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to getting some work done. Hey, Stardust, thank you. Thank you. For what it's worth, I think the conversation went well. From my part, I believe that that he felt listened to, and he seemed to have some thoughts provoked by the advice that I had to share, and ultimately what I left him with was that I want to support him in doing what is best for him. So ultimately what I mainly tried to focus on was empowering him to make a decision that is best for him, instead of just doing kind of like what came as the most obvious solution. Because I think this is an opportunity for him to make some decisions about where he wants to go in the future in life. Yeah, thank you. You did not buy the car. Wait, did I know that you were looking at buying a car? I'm sorry if I've forgotten that. I don't think I knew that, though. Okay. Well, I'm sorry / congratulations on not buying the car. I don't know the context. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm assuming a bad thing that we did not get the car. I think the notes that I had for last session of D&D, I think that might be the longest notes that I've ever written for a session. It's 4 full pages of prep, and we used the vast majority of it. Oh my gosh, in fact, my notes were so thorough. One of the things that I thought I needed to do today, which was to pre-roll some initiative, that's already done. That was on page 4 of the notes, which was the last little bit that we didn't end up using, which is fine. I kind of figured we wouldn't use all of that in one go. Look at me being all prepared. You came to the... Wait, hold on. You don't think so, but you came to the correct conclusion that 300 BW is no bueno. Hello there, Kian. Thanks so much for coming. How are you? Wait, 600 a month? Holy... No bueno. Muy no bueno. Alert, alert. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Recovering from tinnitus. Well, I have bad news for you. It's unfortunately not really anything that you ever truly recover from, but I'm assuming what you mean is you're recovering from an incident that caused you some tinnitus? In which case, I'm very sorry to hear it. Dang it. Well, how are you feeling now, Kian? I hope better, at least. Hello, Vincent. Thanks so much for coming by. Oh, also, shoot, I forgot to do my call to actions. If you haven't already had a chance to do so yet, please don't forget to thumbs up the video. Super appreciate it. It helps out our content in the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you're interested in D&D specifically, which you don't have to be here for these sessions, but if you are, would absolutely love and adore you if you have a chance to play through our videos and like and or comment on those. The ringing has eased. I'm glad to hear that. I've had tinnitus for about, actually a little over half my life. 19 years. So I can empathize with your pain. I'm sorry. So any tips for making settlements be unique and not just copies of one another? I actually think, broadly speaking, of settlements a lot like NPCs, right? So what is like the motivation of the settlement? What is its primary industry? What is its government structure? Like, do they have a baron or a lord or whatever? Like, what's their police structure? Is it martial law? Do they have a constabulary at all? You could probably think of a few more, but those would be three big ones. I guess, religion. Do they have like a local religion? So make some decisions about those things and then let those inform the development of the town. So to use that as an example, if it is, and then also, like size of city and whatnot. So like, let's say it is a small village with no constabulary, an elected mayor, their primary industry is farming, and they have no organized religion, but they do have shrines to a couple of different deities. So what does that set us up to do? Well, if we have no law enforcement, that sets us up to potentially have a lot of lawlessness. What would that lawlessness look like? Well, maybe they're rum runners. Maybe they're smuggling, whatever. Maybe they're smuggling something. So maybe there's like a lot of smuggling there. Maybe there is, maybe in the rest of the kingdom, there is a required religion, but in this town, they don't practice it. Maybe that's how they're illegal. Maybe you take the angle of, well, there's an elected mayor. Like, okay, well, what does that set up for us? Like, maybe the mayor's corrupt, or maybe the mayor's not corrupt, and he's trying to, there is a corrupt group of people trying to remove him. So I think something like that would be kind of my 5 go-to points. I can probably think of some more, but hopefully that's helpful. Exposure to loud amplification has been given as the cause. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, I do need to get player initiatives, though. The gigs were brilliant, so worth it. Well, maybe worth it, maybe not, right? It might make it harder to perform in the future. I think at a minimum, it's a strong suggestion for you to get some hearing protection sorted out, even if that's just like, in-ear jabs. But take care of yourself. Hearing's one of those things, at least with current modern medicine, you can't get it back. Ordered some earplugs. Good man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm just organizing my notes as we're chatting here, by the way. If it looks like I'm doing nothing, I am working, I promise. I promise. That being said, I do want to write something down real fast. Will we potentially see some nature magic in the campaign? In the Kingdom of Rin? Potentially, yes. That's going to depend heavily on how the characters proceed. But the world or the Kingdom of Rin is I would say, a medium to medium low magic setting, but that is not to say that the whole world is that way. I'm trying to think, what was I wanted to write down my notes, because actually I feel like I could make a YouTube video about that. Size of town, type of leadership, primary industry, law enforcement, if any. What was the other thing that I said? I have to go back and rewatch my own video. Reason for settlement? Oh no, it was religion. Yeah, so I mean, I could go on and on, right? We could go like type of architecture, you know, purpose of the settlement, demographics. I mean, there's a ton of other things that there could be too. But I think to not be too verbose, I think if you start with those 5 things that I said, that will give you a good lead. Yeah, fantastic question. Thank you, Vincent. I've been talking a lot since I was on the phone before this for a couple hours with my friend. And then obviously talking here and whatnot. I'm very thirsty. All right. So I also need to name. We ran into a funny thing. I want to be fairly vague, so it's no spoilers for people that watch the episodes. But there was a group of NPCs that we encountered, and I named the majority of them, but I left out one small subset of that group on accident. So I need to provide names and descriptions for those people, just in case that ends up being pertinent. How to improvise like we did with the book fiasco. Well, I appreciate the kind of the implicit compliment there of you felt like we navigated that situation fairly satisfyingly. I was really worried about that. Honestly, that was really stressful. And I certainly know I didn't do it perfectly, but I'm glad to hear that you felt like we got through that situation in a way that was passable. I think there would be a number of answers to that, or a number of ways to solve that situation. For me, that I fell back on world building. So there were a couple people in chat, and I don't know if they were like angry or not necessarily, but there were a couple people in chat that were really advocating for the players to get arrested in that situation. And I could have done that. And, you know, who doesn't like a good prison break adventure? So I don't think that that's a bad solution. But it did feel like an easy solution, and that's actually why I pushed back against it. And so to me, what kind of led the way that I roleplayed through that situation was, what is the motivation of the antagonist? I'm trying to be vague, right? So hopefully you know who I'm talking about. What was the motivation of the antagonist? What goal were they trying to accomplish? And specifically to the point of whether or not the party should be imprisoned, like, would imprisonment actually help further that goal or not? And the answer to that was no, which was why we didn't proceed in that manner. So, but there's other ways through it. So that's kind of like the preparer's answer. That's not, that it was an improvisational solution, but I wouldn't say that I solved it through improv. I improved a solution using the pre-planned world building. As far as actual improv goes, I think probably the nugget that I would pull out of kind of the description that I just gave there is like, what is the narrative goal that we're trying to accomplish, or just what is the goal, right? It could be narrative, or it could be because that's kind of a narrative's kind of a meta reason. So it could be like an in-world reasons, like what makes sense in the world, or what makes sense in the narrative that we're trying to accomplish. And then trying to steer that conversation in a way that supports that outcome. I also very much believe in letting the players fail, right? So if I had felt like they had too far overstepped their bounds, like I would have just straight up arrested them. Like I wasn't pulling a punch. It's worth pointing out. It legitimately felt like the best in-world solution. So I'm generally not one. I don't push narrative very much. I believe the world is the world, and like what happens, and then we react to that together. So being that the antagonist had the goal that they had, was then like, okay, how does the conversation go? Does the party do anything that is so egregious that forces the antagonist's hand to have to do something, in that case imprison them, or is the conversation able, even if it's kind of winding, is the conversation able to move in a direction that facilitates that NPC accomplishing their goals? Fantastic questions today. You always have really good questions, but those are great. Okay, here's my list of militia personnel. Where are you? There you are. This is so weird. There's a note somewhere that I have lost. Needs. I'm not going to do that today. We'll save that to be because I want to do some mapping today. But I'll make a note to do that during next week's working stream. I am positive that it is written somewhere, but it is not written down in any of the places where I would think it would be written down. Okay, so who else is there? There are 3 of them. Yo, or indeed. Indeedly. What are you getting done today, my lady? You appreciate the not pulling punches aspect. Thank you. Last session of yours as a GM, you nearly took out a player's animal mount. Not you, just the creature. So it felt instinctual. Yeah, no, I'm a big believer in that. And this is not to criticize people that do. Some people like prioritize a prescribed narrative, whereas for me, I think we create narrative. And I think a big part of the way that we create narrative is in how we react to what takes place. Whether what takes place is what the players have done, what the world does, what the dice do, you know, that will vary. Like, what is the instigator? I will choose to take that as a compliment. It's you guys aren't getting storm sounds right now, are you? Or rain or whatever? You shouldn't be, but let me know if you do. Okay. This is really funny. So I just noticed another thing that was left out of my prep. It would have been easy to fix in the moment if I had needed it, but I thought I left 3 players out. I actually left 4 players. Well, not players, sorry. NPCs. I thought I left 3 NPCs out. I actually left 4 NPCs out. Yeah, so not in terms of anything that should have happened in the session or whatever. In terms of my notes to prepare for the activity that was beginning at the end of the session. Yeah, that's part of what I'm talking about. That's the 3. So the three things need names and have numbers, and one person, the thing I just realized, has a name but not a number. It's really funny because there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 13 NPCs involved in that situation, and I named 9 of them. And I made rolls for 12 of them. No, I named 13. I named 10 of them. I named 10 of them and made rolls for 12 of them, but neither of those is 13. Oh dear. I just made the roll for the one that I hadn't done. I need their character sheet really fast. I don't even think it's possible to have a negative result there. But I don't know. I guess there's no reason. I don't think I've ever encountered that before. That's amazing. Okay, awesome. Now let's get behind the name. Behindthename.com. What is the distribution? There is that chap, and that chap. There was actually a disturbing lack of... Is there a feminine of chap, right? We have like lad and lass. Chapette. There's a disturbing lack of chapette options for those particular miniatures. Also, sorry, I did read your thing about meetings. I don't think I said anything about it. A good meeting, I actually stand by it. A truly good meeting is really satisfying, but 95% of meetings are not good. I had more work to do in my notes than I thought I did. This is taking longer than intended, but that's okay. Your second one was meetings in general just numb your brain. Yeah, especially when you have back-to-back, right? Because then you don't get that like recovery phase. Need to fulfill that refractory period. Oh, I see. Okay. It's like, how do I want to lay my notes out about this? I got it. Why did I word this so weird? What was I doing? I mean, well, I was hurrying is what I was doing. But still. This is part of the why this is taking so long. I have to deconstruct some of the sketchiness of my notes in the moment. Okay. So this one... Okay. Problem solved now in the notes. I did it. You also have not gone back and checked all of your noted times for episode 8. There's a lot of funny moments, but many need more context that you can fit into a short. Thank you so much for doing that. That's amazing. I super look forward to it. I'm gonna try and start on my own initiative. But the problem is, of course, is soon here we've got another subathon barreling down our necks. So it might not be until after that. But soon, TM, I want to start at the beginning and go back and pull timestamps out of those too. It's been fun. Okay, yeah. Thanks for the AFK. That guy. That guy. And that guy. Oh my god. Why did I... Oh, everything's terrible. We may not get to the mapping today because it's already supposed to be break time. Oh dear. I will at a minimum finish everything that's not mapping related. I feel confident in that, but I do want to fiddle with the stables, even if all we do is the detailing on the stables that we started on previously. Oh god, what did I just do? I hit F12 or something, which brought up some crazy menu in my browser. All right, names. That's what I was doing that whole time, was cleaning up a bunch of stuff relevant to these NPCs so I can actually correctly link their notes to their names. What would be fun here? Let's bring in some French influence. Ooh, Adrian is good. Who's gonna be Adrian? That guy. I didn't realize Adrian was French. Although I suppose maybe it's not. No, it's not. It's the French. That's the French form of Adrian with an A, which is. Oh my god! It totally makes sense. It's a short of Hadrian / Hadrian. Wow, I never thought of that before. That's so cool. That's totally an accidental discovery, but very neat. Also, as a friendly reminder to anybody hanging out, make sure you change your chat from top chat to live chat, because you might be missing chat otherwise, because YouTube chat is weird. That's another good name. And one more. One more. Nah, I don't like that. I've never heard this name. Soan. S-O-A-N. Assuming I'm pronouncing it right. It's a variant of Sohan, meaning uncertain, although allegedly a form of Jean/John. Huh. Not the name I'm going to use, but interesting nonetheless. Oh dear, I don't like any of those. Come on, I just need one more name. Why is naming stuff so hard? I'm not going to use it because it almost sounds too fake, I think. But just Dennis. Dennis the militiaman. Ethan. We'll go with Ethan. All right, there we go. You like that, Stardust? All right, so we have set up and structured the new notes, although I think I will have additional work to do in filling out those notes. But I think that's good for now. I need to... Okay, I did that thing. I did that thing. Did I... Okay, I did that roll. Okay, that's all structured the way I want it to now. Yeah, those are... That whole thing is just way more useful now than it was. Let's go back really fast to the session 9 notes, though. I think I need to fix one thing there that we discovered in the new session 10 notes. Session notes, on stream, session 9. Oh, no, I just deleted all of it. Okay, that's fine. Cool. All right, let's go. I was about to start a new thing. No, because it's already been a half an hour and I need to go to break. Hello, Kale. Welcome home. It's break time. I'll be back. All right, we're back. I think I might have squeezed out 1 extra minute of break there. I know. Thank you, thank you. How was work, Kale? Okay, I don't need behind the name anymore. What else do I still need to do? Oh, I know. On stream D&D. Okay, there's that. It was fine. The power did not go out. That's good. Still getting paid. That document can close as well. Then we need to go to D&D party folder. Oh yeah, we're still gonna get like 20 minutes of barracks designing done. Session numero 9. I should see what you just rolled. You could send me a picture. Or post it or whatever. Oh, is it? I see what you said. Well done, well done. But, I mean, you never know, right? I didn't tell you what it was for. Maybe low's good. Maybe it was an odds or evens. Yeah, like no kappa though. I'm not being sarcastic. Welcome back. Did we have another meeting? Okay, just made myself another note to do during next week's working stream. Oh God, highlight it in yellow. Don't make the text yellow. That was awful. Who wants yellow text on a white background? No more meetings until tomorrow. Okay, so let's think through, without spoilers, what all happened during the last session, because there was quite a bit. It wasn't as chaotic as session 8, so it might not have felt like quite a bit, but there was quite a bit that transpired there. And the other, so we assign session XP that just goes across the board to all players and their characters, and then we assign individual XP if there's like standout, role play moments or whatever. But for the most part, especially this last session, pretty much everyone participated in pretty much everything. So I think this is going to largely be session XP. I think makes the most sense. How close are people to leveling? Ooh, okay. You highballed the church to buy your things. You didn't know about the painting, but more than you were gonna get for it otherwise. That was fun. I mean, that's the kind of thing I might give like 5 XP for that or something like that. It wasn't a particularly in-depth role-playing experience, but it was nice. It was well done. That's more about the in-game profit, I think. So first of all, I want to think about how I've been assigning session XP. Well, we want to go with 50, 75, or 100. You were answering, what did we do that? Oh, got it. What happened? Hold on, I gotta go back and look at my notes. What happened in session 5? Was that the cave in the forest? I think it might have been. That was ages ago. That was in April. Yeah, your RAM's full because there's too many tabs. We call that callback humor. How do you upgrade your brain RAM? I haven't figured that one out yet. I can't find a store that'll sell me any. So 5 was really, that was the first one that was like really role play heavy. It looks like, looking at my notes. 4, I believe 4 was the episode called Regrets, I think. So 5 was the one immediately after that. I was going to say, wow, we spent longer in town than I thought. But no, we had the whole little adventure over the ruins that took 2 episodes. Okay, I was like, did we really spend 5 episodes? No. No, we didn't. We spent 3 of those 5 episodes, but it was like 1 and then 2 out of town and then 2 in town. So it's not nearly as bad. Yep, exactly. I think I may have actually over-assigned experience for session 5 then. Why did I give 100 there? There must have just been a lot of like little individual role play that I'm not going to go back and change it. There must have just been a lot of like little individual role play, but like not anything that I felt like I could really call out for individual XP. Right, Horror. I'm really debating that. That felt... Yeah. Yeah. That is exactly right. Which I actually need to note. We need to circle back to that. I didn't want that to be another distraction to leaving town, but I don't have it written down, so we need to circle back to that the next time you guys have a session or 2 in town. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that came up. That's helpful for closing loops, even if it wasn't directly what I was looking for. Okay. This felt more like a 75er, but we did 75 last time. So how would I compare session 9 to session 8 as far as roleplay goes? I guess session 8 we did 75, but then also almost everyone got individual XP. I think maybe this one's just going to be a straight up just 75er. I'm trying to think if there was any like particularly standout roleplay moments beyond that. 81.3. I think there's a couple little things that I'll give like 5 out for. Well, it wasn't Mendez that was in danger. It was the NPC. Remember, I described the NPC as standing directly perpendicular to the door. So Mendez almost got an NPC murdered by a Minotaur. No, he said he was. He said he was like hiding in a shelf or something. I don't remember exactly how he worded it. Hello, Timo. Then you can take all the magic items. Ooh, okay. There was actually, I don't want to say what it was, but there actually was a really hefty roleplay moment pretty near the end. Lloyd did some serious work. Absolutely. Okay, so that's probably, it's probably still like, I'm going to call it character development roleplay. And also RP light. I think Rubato gets a 10 and a 5 bonus. I think Bahir will give 5 for the extortion. I know. I was, we actually were on pace, more or less, to leave town after the first break, as planned. You know, we needed maybe like 20, 30 more minutes, but we actually could have probably forced it out of town not too long after that. But there were a couple of, I think, like meaningful RP things and like meaningful like NPC interactions and whatnot that I could see on the horizon. And so I shifted the timeline just a little bit for when during the session stuff was going to happen. In retrospect, we should have taken a second break. This is something I was thinking of after the fact. I avoided taking a second break because, you know, that would have been at like somewhere between 3 and 4 hours. Because at that point I was like, I think, you know, at that point I misjudged how much we had expanded what we were getting done before leaving. And so I was like, I think we're almost done. Let's just push through and get to our cliffhanger. And then I think that left all of us feeling a little bit stretched. At least I know it did for me. And a few people, you know, had to get up and take separate bathroom breaks and whatnot. So I think when we get close to the 3-hour mark, we need to do a better job of stopping and like objectively addressing, like, if we think we have more than a half an hour left at that point, then we should take another break. So that way we're fresher. I don't think it was bad by any means, but I think that would have been better. She did indeed. Yeah, and I'm trying to think if there was anything else that we want to recognize as far as individual XP moments go. I haven't like stopped and thought through for like Alan Dieter or Skabosh yet. Nothing else jumps out at me. I'll circle back and kind of, yeah. I'm trying to mostly speak in vagaries. Although if you have a thought, you can always DM me in Discord or Gotcha. Yeah, when I go through the session video, which will likely be tomorrow, I might pick out a couple of other things, but that's what I think of there. So then the other... Oh! Well, I'm kind of including that in the session, I think, because that affected all of you. That was kind of what bumped it up from a 50 to a 75 for me. How do I show hidden cells in... Oh, there we go. Unhide columns. Because we need to add... We haven't been keeping track of XP for Ava thus far because Ava started at level 2. Because it was designed as an NPC originally, not something for someone to be playing. But soon she is going to need to be getting XP. Probably one more session of not getting XP, and then she'll get XP after that. So she'll get XP starting in September. Oh yeah, I need to track people down and get updates on money and whatnot. I'm not going to get that done today, but I'll put that on the list for next week. Thank you. Also Ava because she didn't have a starting. Oh, yeah. Yep. Thank you. Well, that's one of those things where D&D economy gets really weird, right? Because if the crown spent as much money paying their soldiers as they've spent paying players, like everything in the world would be so inflated and so much more expensive. Adventurers make so much more money than NPCs do. There's an ongoing joke about that in TTRPG communities, actually, where they, it's like the adventurers are coming to town and all the shopkeepers, like, add a 0 to the end of all their prices and that kind of thing. Hello, Lily. How are you doing? Happy anniversary. And a definitely not sketchy potion. Hey, welcome back, Ian. I appreciate you. Doing good? I'm glad. I'm very glad to hear that. Restrung your banjo. Nice. That was pretty quick. just happened? I'm trying to paste something and it's being poopy. Poopy paste. Oh, I know what happened. Never mind. There we go. Home from a surprise outing for Amras. You took him to a Scandinavian spa full of hot baths and cold sauna. Oh, that's so cool. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Also, that reminds me, I have not checked in a few days. Crap, I think we might have missed a birthday in the Discord. I try and check it at least every couple days, but I definitely have not looked at it in like a week. And I think there are some at the end of July. Amras is 31st. Yeah, I thought there was somebody in the 20s. Where's the stinking birthday channel there? Oh, no, it was Terry's earlier in the month. What month? Oh, it's Enola is the 26th of August. Okay. I had those two like kind of jammed up on each other. I was thinking 26th of July. To which she won't even be here. Oh. Oh, wait, that's right. She's going down to the US, right? That's when that's happening? Yeah, nice. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I should update their colors first. Oh, right, but hold on. This has to be... Hold on. I'm just messing all of this up. Insert column left. Wait, no. AV goes after AL. I can do it. I can do it. I did it. That one is 200 wide. That one is 50 wide. Oh, that one already was 200. 50. Okay. Now we have Mandy as Ava. Am I going to be free after this for your character stuff for the video, or do I have it? Yes, but not immediately thereafter. So I need to make a thumbnail and stuff, and get that posted and like get the video in the right playlist. That usually takes about 10 minutes. And then I need to post a YouTube short. My plan, actually, I wanted to experiment with posting a YouTube short before going live to see if the extra attention of the YouTube short would potentially generate live viewership. But for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, prior to the stream, I actually was on the phone with a friend who is having a forceful change in employment circumstances. So I didn't get a couple things done. I also didn't shave before. I try and always fresh shave for the YouTube videos, since those, you know, kind of live on forever. But priorities were for the friendo. What in the flippin'? Okay, I'm gonna change the color of the column instead of trying to do individual cells. What's a shade we haven't used yet? I guess we could just reuse the purple since it's not being used now. Although that's really dark. Yeah, purple was Lazarus, but type of hands. Periwinkle. That is a color in Google stuff, right? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't see it now, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm really curious though. What purple is this? Because this looks like a different color. Oh, it's not a different color. Oh, it's probably just being thrown off by the adjacent colors. Which admittedly was how I decided on who was going to be what color before, was what looked aesthetically the most pleasing in the XP list. And now it's messed up by Ava. That's going to drive me a little bit crazy. It's like a pinkish purple. That's what I thought. You hate that YouTube doesn't not go small? I'm assuming that was just an accidental double negative like Twitch. It's so weird to me because it does for me. I'm curious why it doesn't for other people. So how do I want to put Ava into the sheet? Because there's an auto calculator, but she was already level 2. I guess, okay. Just add 1,000 to the end of her formula. Yep. Do I pay for premium? I do not. When did Ava appear as a player character? Anybody remember that? Hi, Foxy. I was just thinking about you, actually. I was going to shoot you a message after this. Thinking about you today. Where in, let's see, where would I have that? It would have been either she was a player when Rubato shot Bahir, you think? No, that was the introduction of the NPC. But I'm trying to think when Mandy started playing her. It would have been somewhere between 6 and 8. Well, no, definitely not 8, because she was already played. And 8, she pretty much just spent the whole time listening to all the rest of us play while her character was drinking and dancing. So it was either 6 or 7. Hey, thank you so much for making the effort to come by. It really helps, you guys. Every little bit, every like on the videos. Speaking of which, after the... Oh, I didn't finish my thing, Rocket. So I need like 10 minutes to finish the posting of the live stream. And then I'm also going to post a YouTube short. I started to describe that, and then I accidentally let that fall when I was talking about my friend and their job change. I didn't get the short posted before the live stream, but I am going to try and post the short after the live stream. So still another data point. So I probably need like a half an hour after I get off. Ish. You think it would have been 6? She played the whole trip to the ruins. Right. Because we had the whole thing planned. She was actually going to catch up to the party. Because she's like the bunny police officer from Zootopia. So she was going to like come sprinting up to the party as they were trudging along and pretty much be like, "What's up, slowpokes?" And then the party actually decided, not even knowing that Mandy was playing Ava, the party was like, "We should go get Ava." And Mandy and I were both like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, she joined in session 6. Okay. Pixie will be excited that she leveled, though. That's good. And unless something goes... No, because we know... I'll be vague, but we know the situation that we left off in. So I think after session 10, I guess that'll be. Everyone will be level 2. Or dead, you know. On a related note, I actually do need to make a note here. Making notes. I was like, man, we're gonna like the next working stream next week is gonna be just like all mapping. I don't have anything else to do. No, just kidding. Of course, as we go along here, I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that. Like, oh, I should do that. Oh, I should do that. But that's good. That's how we get prepared. After next session. Well, yeah, most of you. Pixie leveled up now. Which is a little bit awkward. I don't know. Should we have everybody level up at the same time? Just because of the way that it worked out? Maybe we should. It ends up almost being like milestone XP. In general, we won't always be able to make that happen. Because, like, every once in a while, you know, we probably won't always be able to have every player make a session, right? We'll schedule a session. We will schedule a session, and then somebody will have something come up at the last minute and won't be able to come, or, you know, something. And also some people just, like, have, like, slightly more XP through role-playing and whatnot. But right now, it just so happens to be that everybody's within, like, a session of each other. So I think we keep tracking XP, but maybe we do. Maybe we just tell everyone they can level up after next session. I would guess when we get to the point where we're hitting level 3, there will be a bit more variance between when people are leveling. So I don't think we'll force it then. But this is just to everything lines up so well. I'll keep that vague in case you haven't watched. In case you weren't there for the session on the weekend, but. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think that makes sense. Well, we didn't end up mapping today. We'll definitely map at least half of the session next Wednesday. Okay. I underestimated how much work we actually had to do there. What is happening? What? Oh! I forgot entirely that the other... There's 2 tabs in the XP document. And I just absentmindedly, while we were talking, clicked on the other one. And I was like, what are these names? And like, there's so many fewer sessions. Like, what is happening? It's totally the other group, the off-stream group. Oh, wow. Is that right? I know you guys missed a few, but was your last session really 4 months ago? I might need to provide some support to make sure that we get some more stuff scheduled. Also, you guys' XP should probably not be in our XP document now. It was originally intended to be like essentially hidden info. So it was like in a separate folder that only the DMs could see, and that's why they were in the same document. But then not thinking that both parties' XP were in the same document, I just moved the XP document into the folder that my players have access to. Yeah, I didn't think about the repercussions of that. So let's make a note to fix that real quickly. Move. So when, because didn't you guys schedule another session? I know there was at least talk of it. I thought it was actually going to be this week, but I have to look at it again. Move off stream parties XP to separate document. I can go creep onto your group chat really quickly too, but I could have sworn that there was a session scheduled now. Okay, that can get closed. That can get closed. That can get closed. I'm starting to wind her down. Time for zombie hunting for you and imagining every zombie. You haven't planned anything yet because half can't do weekends. No, I know, and Enola can't do weekends either. But I thought there was some talk. Hold on. So we had, what are people's schedules looking like for the rest of this month and next month? Looking to do a longer session to get us a bit caught up for the missed sessions. I can't do anything during the weekend at night because I work night shift Friday through Monday. Then Rocket said I'm free Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after 5. August will be Okay, I could have sworn I saw a date in there. Okay, I will put that on my to-do list to follow up with a nolololol. About. Gotta say it in Canadian if we're talking about Canadians, right? Yeah, that certainly has not helped. I doubt that is, strictly speaking, the issue at hand, but it certainly hasn't made it easier to stop and think about other things. Okay. Cool beans. Thank you guys so much for being here. One more reminder to like the video if you haven't done so yet. If you're not caught up on sessions up through 8 are on the channel right now. Any videos that you haven't watched yet or even haven't watched in a while could do with a rewatch. Watch time helps us get monetized on YouTube, so thank you to everybody that has been doing that. Next session, the session we did last weekend, my plan is to upload it this Friday. If for some reason that is absolutely untenable, I will make every effort to get it uploaded on Saturday morning. But it should be up on Friday late morning, early afternoon is my plan. Thank you all so much for being here. Also, keep your eyes out. I am going to post a YouTube short here within the next half an hour. So that was super fun last time. It got 1,200 views in an hour. And that was due in part to several of you jumping on it early on, making comments and giving it likes and whatnot. So if you can, please keep an eye on the Discord server. I'll post it in, I think that channel's called like our social media posts or whatever. If you can, when you see it, go watch it, give it a like, give it a comment. The boosting effect on shorts is crazy. It's crazy. So it makes an even bigger difference on shorts than it does on normal videos. That video, actually here, just for funsies. That 12-second long video that we uploaded now has... Hold on. The power of large numbers. You ready for this? That 12-second video has been watched for 4.4 hours. So almost 4 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, it's crazy how fast it adds up. So all that watch time matters. Our goal is to get to 4,000 watch hours. That's an episode length of watch time. Yes, now individual episode videos obviously get more than that because people watch even just parts or the whole thing or whatever. But yeah, that's like one whole new watch through of a whole episode. Like, that's crazy. So our goal is 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month rolling period. I don't remember. Let's see. When did we start uploading D&D stuff? What's kind of the start of our 12-month period? Episode 1 was in February. So we're definitely not going to do it in the first 12 months of the campaign. Not unless something blows up and, you know, goes viral or whatever. But I think we're off to a good start. We are closing in on 600 watch hours. So that's still really respectable. And obviously we're nowhere near February yet. I mean, that's almost a half a year away. So I'm going to be really happy if we can hit kind of my, I hate to call it a goal because I'm a believer in SMART goals, which is the whole thing if you know what that means. But kind of my goal or my hope, if you will, is for our first 12 months to hit 2,000 hours. I think that even probably is a stretch, but that's kind of like my hope. And then, you know, we just keep working on content. We keep releasing new videos. We start making more and more original content on YouTube. That's really going to be the push in the fall and winter, is to start getting more original stuff that isn't just session videos up. So yeah, kind of like step 1 was get the sessions started. Step 2 is get sessions up on YouTube. Step 3 is start posting shorts. Step 4 is start making YouTube original content. And then step 5 is to start like upping the production quality of the session videos. So I wanted to do that earlier, but it just doesn't seem like the payoff is worth the effort right now. But once we have a little bit more viewership for the session videos, I want to start doing things like making overlays that show players' skills and stuff, like when they make a roll. I think that would make the viewer experience cooler, but it just doesn't seem worth it right now. So yeah, we're kind of on the cusp of step 3 right now. We're starting to do the shorts, and we're prepping to start making original videos as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. Thank you all for all your support. You are awesome. If you didn't see the message, by the way, since most of you that are here are patrons, usually when we do big special events, we don't do we combine 2 Patreon hangouts just to buy us a little bit more time to plan and execute for our special event. And our next subathon, believe it or not, is in like just over 2 weeks. So we are going to do Patreon hangout sometime next week. I'm not sure exactly when yet. And that will be the July-August hangout. And then we'll go back to, you know, October will be one, November will be one. We might combine January, or we might combine December, January, or those might be individuals. I'm not totally sure yet. But broadly speaking, we usually have about 10 per year. It's kind of the goal. Thank you so much, Gray Fox. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy some time with Ken. Enjoy your time with the zombies. We'll see y'all soon. As always, take care and be excellent to each other. Also, Fox, are you guys streaming? If so, go watch Fox and Ken's stream. And also pull up one of our YouTube videos.